This is Jeremiah Wilson, and you're listening to the iBall podcast on iBallRadio.com.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five. Brothers.
What up, and welcome to another episode of the iBall podcast. I'm your host, Derek Williams, also known as D-Will, the coach, and I'm here with my co-host, my big brother, Brian Williams, a.k.a. Coach Chill Will. What up, Chill?
What's good? Everybody good?
My fault again, my brother. That's on me. Hey, man. But listen, I should have kept it on you kicking the microphone and stuff.
Hey, man.
You know how it is, though. Man, what up, man?
Chilling, bro. You know, here in the lab, man, want to talk about some of this stuff we got on our mind.
No doubt, man. Another day, another dollar inside the iBall Radio Studios. And we are here with this special bonus episode of the show, man, because like Chill just said, man, we just got some stuff that we just want to get off our chest and talk to y'all about, man. Right? All right. Like we decided to jump back in the lab, bro. Back in the lab this week, man. Because this is some things like as we gear up towards basketball season, as basketball season draws near, you start to get a lot of different type of things going on, right? You get a different type of question than you got when it's the summer, right? When you're going through the summer process and the off season, you get off season questions, right? Nowadays, you get in-season questions. And we just thought, man, Chill got some on his chest he want to get off for real. Let's keep it 1,000. Yeah. But once you get to that level, bro, like you have to become, at some point, you got to do things a little bit different. And especially depends on the level that you're on.
Yeah, I mean, you talking about it. It's guys are in new situations. You know what I'm saying? That's what we were talking about more than anything. You talking about the questions that you receive in the summer and the question you're receiving now, because it's really about to be preseason basketball.
It's there.
You know what I'm saying? People are playing, what do you call those games? Preseason games. Jamborees, all that type stuff. But you got guys in new situations. You got freshmen on campus. You got guys that are on new squad. Like, it's a whole deal of things going in. But from the athlete perspective, you know, we talk about the recruiting process and all that, but, you know, we both played college basketball.
Facts.
And it's like riding a bike at most things. So now that you're in that situation and you're trying to make an imprint on that program, that team, hey, boy, you better figure it out.
You've got to. You got to, especially like you mentioned. As a freshman, touching campus for the first time, and you in there with some guys that have been there before, man, you better get right. So, man, we're going to jump on and talk to y'all real quick, man. We're going to be here long. It's a bonus episode, man. It's kind of like a Market Monday. If we were EYL, this would be your Market Monday. This is just free game, right?
Free game.
Today is free game, man. And what we got for y'all is finding out and figuring out how you get done what it is you need to get done on that level, whether that's high school or whether that's college. How do you need to get done what you need to get done on that squad? But here's the thing about it, Chill. On the college level, it's completely different.
Yeah.
Right? And Division I is different from D2. D2 is different from D3. And JUCO is completely different from all of them.
Right.
And I mentioned this to a parent yesterday. I was talking with, and they got a kid in JUCO, right? And I play JUCO basketball, so I can relate. That's a dog-eat-dog world. That is the closest thing to professional basketball that you will get prior to getting to the professional level. And what I mean by that is, it's guys out there fighting for their lives every single day. You can play this season, and at the end of next season, your career is over. Not due to injury, not due to some unforeseen circumstances, due to you can't get a place to go to play anymore, right? Your career can end in a blink of an eye. And that's the same thing on the JUCO level, and that's the same thing on the professional level. You are fighting for your life each and every day.
Hey, man, guys better understand that, because you're in that situation. And like you said, the JUCO situation is a lot different than everything else, because you're trying to play for your next opportunity.
Right.
It's not like you're in a Division I, and I got to play to keep my scholarship in place. And it's the same thing. I still got to be able to be productive so people keep me in the loop.
Right.
But what we're talking about is, in the JUCO realm, you only have 2 years to prove yourself to get to the next level.
Maybe.
to keep playing.
Because you maybe have 2. Because that first one, you might have 3 D1 guys that want to transfer to that JUCO.
Right.
So your scholarship, or what we're going to get into that later, whatever you got can go by the wayside.
Yeah, it's different.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you're literally fighting for your life every day.
So for the kid that was maybe a guy on his team, and now you see how difficult it is to get to the next level, and you've had to go the JUCO route, and now you're on the JUCO level, and you're like, man, I can't get the basketball. These guys aren't playing with me. Man, listen, change your mentality. Change your mentality all the way around and be like, look, I have to go in here each and every day and get my food, eat, because no one's going to set a plate for you because we're all in here starving.
Right.
We all want to get to the next spot.
That's the thing about JUCO. And let's stick on JUCO for a minute.
Yeah.
Right? That's the thing about JUCO. JUCO, you have to. I mean, literally, you have to go in there looking to eat. If you're not looking to eat, if you're not going in there to be a dog, JUCO is no place for the faint heart.
Right.
It is no place for the weary. It is no place for the weak. You will not fit in the JUCO atmosphere. And it's not like it's anything outside of everybody there. I mean, literally, everybody there at every junior college in America is looking for an opportunity.
Yes.
Every single one of them.
Yes.
Because they cannot finish their career at that JUCO.
Right.
Okay? You can't go there for 4 years and lose all of your eligibility at that place. So you know how many guys, i.e. me, have eligibility still left on the table?
Yeah.
Right? Like that can seriously happen to you. And if you don't go in with the mentality of that it can be over with today, you won't make it.
And man, the biggest thing is what it is that you do. What it is you do. You have to be able to do that 1,000,000%.
Mm-hmm.
With or without the help of your team.
Oh, yeah.
Understand what I just said?
Oh, I hear you.
With or without the help of your team.
All right. Do you want to say it?
Then the second thing they need to do is figure out how to do something else and become a specialist at that.
Yeah.
This is the time to start developing that, because like you said, as it goes up, opportunities are going to become less.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that I got to go in here and do what it is I do at 1,000,000%, and as your game is growing, because your game is supposed to grow year to year,
right,
you need to start finding that other thing that you can do to add value.
You got to add value. But what you better do is you better go in doing what it is you do. like if you're a bucket, you better go in getting buckets. And what I was going to say is, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, like, winning matters. Always, right? Always, 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 winning matters. However, I'm here to tell you this right now. Y'all listening to me, people. If you're on the JUCO level, you better be going out there to get yours. I understand. Them your brothers. Them your peoples. You fight with them every day, right? However, I'm here to tell you, those 2 years go by fast. That 1 year goes by fast. And it is very likely that you won't have a relationship with that teammate after this. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and be a bad person.
No.
Right? I'm not telling you to not foster relationships. Some of the guys that I played JUCO basketball with were some of my best friends at the time, right? And I can see those guys today, and those will be my guys. However, understanding going through that process, you better be out there to get yours. And when I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You better be selfish. You better be a selfish person, and you better be thinking about yourself.
But that's the game. So I hope nobody takes what you're saying wrong, because
facts.
That's the game.
Period.
I mean, outside of JUCO and in situation, like, you have to have a selfishness about accomplishing what it is you're trying to accomplish while you're playing the game.
Hey, if you getting 30 helps your team win, you better get 30 a night.
And I was just going to say that. You got to be selfish about winning.
Yes.
So when you say that, hey, man, I got to be selfish about winning. What's going to help my team win games is me being selfish about who I know I can be as a player. And like I said earlier, You got to be selfish about figuring out what that next thing is you can do to help your team win games. Because if you're not adding value, you won't play.
You won't play. And not only will you not play, the people in the sandbox with you ain't going to play with you.
Right.
Right? Like they're not going to play with you.
They got to know you a dog.
They got to know you a dog.
They got to know, okay, we in the hoop sessions on a weekly, and I'm coming down, and I'm looking him off. Bro, if you never say nothing to me, if you never question that, yo, bro, you keep looking me off. Do we have an issue?
Do we got an issue?
It might have to go there for guys to be like, okay, he going to get down in his foxhole with me.
Right.
But if you just keep letting it get by you and going home and trying to figure out how I'm gonna figure this out at home, that's not the way you got to do, man.
It's the dog eat dog,
you got to grow up out here right now.
You better mature fast, right? Because if not, you will be left behind.
Yeah.
You will be left behind. So to all the high school hoopers out there, I'm just here to tell you something. I'm going to tell y'all something real quick. Because I hear guys say this all the time. Oh, I'll just go JUCO. Oh, I'll get a JUCO opportunity. Oh, I can go play JUCO. You damn lie.
Yeah. Listen, it's always been tough. JUCO has always been top tier basketball.
Always.
Right? Because it was more of a situation where if maybe a Division I guy didn't get his grades, he had to go through that. So it was a lot of D1 guys that came through JUCO.
Exactly.
Now because of the transfer portal, it's the same situation, but you have guys that are maybe qualified. Well, not maybe. Guys that are qualifiers that just came from a situation that didn't serve them.
Yep.
So now I'm about to come to JUCO to create another situation for myself.
Yep.
So you got to understand, those guys aren't coming down playing. They coming down with an issue.
Because they understand the process already.
Yeah.
Like you used to have to compete with guys just trying to go JUCO or guys who couldn't qualify. You didn't have to really deal with the guys who were way better than you that went on to play Division I basketball. Their situation didn't work out, and now they're transferring to your JUCO.
Yeah.
Like that's a whole different dynamic of even having to get recruited at a JUCO. It's a different mentality because now, just like D1, D2 coaches, they go to the portal. Nah, bruh. JUCO coaches are going to the portal.
Yeah.
Even though the portal's not for them.
Right.
They are in the portal
looking
to see, oh, whoa, so-and-so left. Let me go see if he got any motion. If he don't have no motion, let me talk him into coming down here to create some motion.
Let me grab that.
Let me grab that.
Yeah.
Like,
and listen, those guys understand what they need to do to get where they're trying to go.
Right.
So they're willing to be a little confrontational. They're willing to be a little selfish until they see, okay, we together in this.
Yeah.
And now we can put this thing together and push as far as we can push as a group. And then individually, when the team has success, the individual success is going to come behind that.
Always does.
Yeah.
Always does. But like you say, when we speak, we speaking from experience.
Yeah.
Right? We're speaking from experience of us having to counsel individuals on how to maneuver their situations, or we're dealing with our own situation. We're greedy. Like we used to, and we had this conversation today earlier. Like we used to always be on greedy. And we said this in the last iBall podcast episode. Make sure y'all go check that out on the iBall Radio YouTube page. Y'all see it scrolling across the bottom of the ticker. Go subscribe, go like, go subscribe, go like, go subscribe, go like the iBall Radio YouTube page, little IBALL Radio YouTube page. But you talked about this on the last episode about how me and you used to always be at greedy, right? About scoring, about doing other things. And he understood what he needed to do to play at Northwestern State last year. He knew what he needed to do to get on the court, and he did that. However, now that he's moved down to JUCO over at Chipola, you see a completely different player. You see a completely different player that has went through the process, understands the process, was able to sit behind DeMarcus Sharp, who was the player of the year in the Southern Conference, figure out what that's supposed to look like as being the man, and go be that. Because now you see him down at Chipola, and it's no question.
Right.
It's no question. And nobody questions what he does because he's the type of guy that they know, oh, I can put him in the foxhole with me. He a dog.
And that's what I was going to say. Like, those guys already understand what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So the first in the gym encounter, the first hey, we're going to touch the basketball, I've already established who I am.
Period. Off rip.
With everybody.
Off rip.
You know what I'm saying? So if I've had to come down the first 4 or 5 times and not look at nobody, understand, I'm going to put this ball in my hand and I'm going to do what I got to do. But if you willing to do the same and we going to share this, let's share.
Hey, but here's the thing about it. You come in and you set that precedent, and guys are looking like, oh, that's the kid from so-and-so.
Right.
He ain't finna pass.
Right.
Like, and I ain't gonna be able to say nothing. But actually, as I'm watching, Buddy getting busy.
Yeah.
Like, he getting busy, so I ain't tripping.
Right.
But now, he see me out here getting busy. Well, he just passed that thing to me 2-3 times.
Right.
Oh, I just realized, oh, he'll get up.
Right.
If I go hard with him, oh, he'll find me.
Right.
But if I don't gain his respect on that level, he ain't gonna find me.
And that's the thing. You gotta gain respect in that JUCO. And listen, all levels.
All
we're
levels.
talking to high school kids and kids that are in that JUCO realm.
Right.
Man, you gotta find your grind.
You better find your grind.
Because people are not just going to put it on a platter for you to go to the next level because it's the Andre 3000. If you don't move your feet, then I don't eat. So we like neck and neck.
We neck to neck.
So you're gonna have to move your feet for me to eat. And if you don't want to move, I'm gonna kick them out the way.
Right. That's what's gonna happen. Hey man, you just said it. So like I would be remiss. Like seriously, I would be remiss not to just go ahead and, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like I got to.
I'm just saying, man. Listen.
I got to.
If you don't move your feet, then I don't eat. So we like neck and neck.
I got to.
So it's that mentality that I think, and listen, now that we're talking about this, I think that's why the Division I coaches and everybody is going to the portal because they understand, the older guy understands that.
I don't have to teach that part of the game.
Because that's a big part of it.
Yeah, because once the lights come on and the ball's tipped up, that guy is going to give you that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to give you that part of it. And like you say, guys in the gym realize that. And they do so accordingly, right? Like, because JUCO is in a tough situation as a player because it's not really the coach's obligation to get you to the next level. I know we talk about that on the high school level a lot, but on the JUCO level, it damn sure ain't that.
Right.
like I'm really trying to get me a guy every year that's going to help me win. Because as a JUCO coach, I'm here to tell you, all of them want other jobs. All of them want to move up. None of them want to end their career in the realms of JUCO. Just like the JUCO player can't stay there forever, the coach not trying to be there forever. So he's trying to do what he needs to do. He's trying to show he can get the best recruits. Hey, listen, I went and got these D1, D2 guys to flip and come JUCO. He's trying to show he can do that, and then he's trying to show he can put those pieces together and win games.
Yeah. And then when they leave there, I can put them in, they can play themselves in situations to be successful.
Right. But it's not my obligation to get him to the next level.
I mean, guys better understand, man. Once you leave the confinements of high school sports, it's a business.
Period.
It's a job.
Yep.
Because the coaches, and I used to say this to our squad all the time when I was in Lanier. I'm a teacher that coaches.
Right.
All right. If you look at my check,
it's a teacher.
The bulk of my check comes from teaching.
Right.
Not from coaching.
Right.
Even if we think the other way in our minds, I'm way more coach than teacher. And that was my problem.
Yeah.
But I digress. But listen, at the college level,
they're all coach.
These guys are really out there feeding their family, living their lifestyles through this game. And like you said, year in and year out, I'm gonna go get the best players that I can. I'm gonna get the guys that can come and help me keep my job.
And if you're not that, I will get rid of you.
Bye.
Holla at you.
Bye. So the trickle down to the player who knows that, man, you better go in, man. You're a grown man. And we talk about that, bro. I don't think players realize when they leave high school that, and they're thrust into that world, you're not a child anymore.
No. Even I don't care how much your parents baby you or take care of you, you're no longer a child.
And are kids actually prepared for that transition immediately?
No.
Because think about that. Because you're on your own. You're doing all your assignments. You're doing everything. People really want you in society, in college, moving like a grown-up. But just 2 months ago, I was moving like a child.
Hey, listen, you told me when to go to class, when to leave class, when to eat, when not to eat, when to go to practice. You told me everything to do. And now I hit college and I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't feel good this morning, I don't have to go to class.
Right.
I might have to suffer the consequences when coach found out I missed class, but I don't got to go.
Right.
Like, I don't have to get up and go.
Right.
So it's no, they're not ready to make that transition. And shout out our guy Tommy McGregor, who really helps on the student side of that.
Yeah.
Making that transition. And
Right.
you finna make you a nice little appearance on his podcast talking about that situation for the athlete.
Yeah.
Right. But that's what happens. Like, they are not prepared for that transition. So, Tommy McGregor with the launch project. Just shout out him. But yeah, so it's like these athletes on that level, or the ones who aspire to play on that level, have to go in understanding that.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna keep it real. D1 and D2 is starting to adopt that mentality, right? Like, we understand that when you sign a letter of intent, that letter of intent is not 4 years. It's 1 year, right? And now with the inception of the transfer portal, they can go replace you in a heartbeat, in a drop of a dime, right? So they just got to understand that. And when you get into a situation, understand that getting into that situation, you better fight tooth and nail to stay.
Hey, because you did the first part.
You did the first part.
So listen, man, we talked on the last episode about celebrating the small victory. Man, pat yourself on the back.
Yeah, you got it.
Pat yourself on the back that you made it there. But now it's time to put your boots back on the ground and understand I got to establish myself here now. Nobody's going to give you anything.
Not going to happen.
Don't expect anyone to give you anything. You have to fight for everything you have. But if you're a fighter, you'll come out on the other side. You'll be able to do what you need to do as a player on that level and then get you another opportunity. But then once you get that one, you're walking into another situation the same way. Because you got guys who've been playing 3 years of college basketball right now from high Division I, JUCO to mid-major Division I, and now back up to Power 5 Division I, have to sit out, and then they got 2 years of eligibility. What is that kid's thought process for maybe a freshman or a guy that figures that I'm going to come in and I got a spot and I'm just going to play and you just going to give me the basketball? It's not going to happen.
You think I'm finna pass you the ball as a freshman and I'm in my 6th year in 4th school?
Come on, bro.
And I'm going to pass you the basketball?
Come on, man. Because, listen, I got pro dreams now.
What? You just trying to, man, you thought I'm going to pass you the ball?
Yeah, so it's a fight, bro. It's a fight.
Boy, y'all are lost if you think that getting there is the goal.
Yeah.
Like you say, small wins,
pat yourself on the back. Yeah.
But that's the easy part.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to get a scholarship or to get an opportunity to play on the next level, right? You know how hard that is? Like, that's extremely, and we've been telling you for 120 episodes now how hard that is. Now, let's talk about staying there. Oh my goodness.
Staying.
Like, you hear pros talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, pros talk about it because once you get to that level, especially the NBA level, like, you made it to the pinnacle. And you made it to the pinnacle doing what it is you do. They're paying you money to do what it is you do, and you get there and you're not allowed to do none of that.
We talked about that earlier.
Yes, you're not allowed to do nothing.
That's why I said earlier in this episode, I hope they caught it. Now is the time to start figuring out the next thing that you're going to be able to do to add value. Because you already know what you can do.
Right.
And now it's time to perfect that.
Yep.
Like, become unstoppable in that.
Isn't it crazy on the parallels of all levels, though?
Yeah.
Like, all levels are parallel. Like, you got to fight tooth and nail. I didn't say that twice. I don't even like that saying.
Yeah.
But you got to bust your ass to get to that level.
Right.
And then you got to fight even harder to stay.
Right.
And then as you advance and you get more responsibility,
right,
it's even harder to stay.
Because now people expect a certain level out of you each and every time.
Now, can you hold yourself to the fight?
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
Yeah.
Boy, listen, this game is tough.
Yeah.
This is not easy for you to succeed. I'm just going to keep it simple. I was going to say something. It's tough for you to succeed.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard.
But I mean, that's life though.
Life is hard.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have to fight for your jobs. You're gonna have to fight for your salaries. You're gonna have to, and like I say, even when you get up there, some people may get comfortable. You can't get comfortable in this game. You can't get comfortable. It's a younger guy out there working.
Yep.
It's another pro just like you out there working.
Yep.
And what are the things that you're doing on the court? What are you doing daily? Like you said, man, this game, from once you leave high school, man, it's a business.
It's a business.
And you better understand, this is my first real job if I'm able to play basketball at the next level past high school. This is my first real job.
First real job. And listen, I don't want to say this.
Hey, but listen, they might be getting pennies on the dollar.
And
you might not have an NIL.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, like, you're getting paid with whatever money they're giving you for you to go to school to get your education.
Right.
I hate saying that because I say players need to get real checks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need you to pay me in funny money.
Not getting it.
I don't need you to pay me in funny money.
Right.
But that's actually what you're doing.
Right.
That is a job. You go sign with a JUCO. It's your first job.
Yes.
Right? And your high school career is your job interview.
Yes.
So you better be real good in your interview.
Yes.
And you better do very good at your job once you get hired. And then you got to and I know we deep dove into the JUCO in this bonus episode, but that's kind of what we want to talk about, right? Like it's about how hard it is and the hurdles you got to overcome to get done what you need to get done. Like, bro, like I mentioned earlier, everybody playing on that level was looking for an opportunity. We know the limited amount of slots it is on a D1 and D2 level, right? We know the limited amount of slots. Everybody on that level is looking to get there. So now you got high school, you got other D1s and D2s, and you got JUCO. Then don't forget you got D3 and NAIA also. All of those guys, like, they might be a little bit more sketchy on the D3 and NAIA level because they got 4-year opportunities, right? They might not be trying to better their opportunity on the basketball court. However, everybody in JUCO is. And it's only a limited amount of slots with all that other competition from all those other divisions that you can go play on. So you better be a dog.
Yeah, that's what I want to tell the young players, man. If I can leave you with any piece of advice right now is, man, look yourself in the mirror, man, and start to develop some thick skin. If you don't have it, it's time for you to look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I got to get it.
I got to get it.
Because it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy. And if you allow yourself to get trampled, you will be trampled.
Yeah, yeah. Quit. Don't look to pick the phone up and complain and look for a cosign. That's the last thing you need to be doing. All right? Find you somebody who's going to challenge you to say, listen, forget all that.
I'm going to tell you.
Get it done.
What you're saying is what you've been saying forever about Greedy. Greedy can't call nobody to complain.
Nobody.
So parents, handlers, AAU coaches, high school coaches, if y'all are that kid's cosigner
for
their complaining, oh, you the problem.
You're doing them a disservice.
You're hurting them. You better keep it real with them. You better tell them, hey, don't call me no more with this. Figure it out.
Right.
Greedy has always understood I have to figure it out myself because I ain't getting no help with this.
No.
They ain't passing me the ball. I don't care.
No.
You better not pass to them.
No.
Like it's that type of thing.
Right.
Like you better learn how to figure it out because I'm here to tell you, once you leave the confines of high school, you will no longer be able to lean on cosigns.
Yeah. Because
nobody's coming to save you.
Yeah.
After high school.
Right.
They're still gonna save you in high school.
Right.
Because you still gotta wake up and go to class from 8 to 3. You still gotta do that. So it's some saving in there. But please believe me and you. Once you leave that, ain't nobody coming to save you.
Yeah. And you gotta develop that because, like I say, we talk about it now. Man, we killed Greedy last year with the one-hand free throw.
Oh.
We were in his neck.
You already, hey, we were in his all season.
But he was able to articulate to us like, man, I don't care what none of y'all talking about.
Right.
I know what I need to do to play.
Right. Period.
That shut us up.
And he played.
And he played.
He played.
You feel what I'm saying?
He didn't play the way I wanted him to play.
Right, but he played.
But he played.
He got his minutes.
He got his experience.
So what we're talking about is what can you do to make sure you're on the floor?
Now think about this. That experience he garnered last year playing at Northwestern State out of position, doing the things he had to do, has now improved his game immensely on the level now that he has the ball back in his hand doing what it is that he does. Those attributes that he gained, the toughness to being able to bang with bigger players, being able to hold your own, being able to not let people knock you off your spot, all those little things that he learned playing the 4 position, having to guard 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", 6'10" on a nightly basis, staying in pick and roll situations against those guys, has now put him on a level when he sees other guys, oh man, it's bully ball.
Yeah.
Right? He ain't play football, but he's no longer afraid of contact.
But it brings him as a person to the next level because we had a baseball clip on IG that we were sending back and forth to each other where the player was doing an interview. And in the middle of the interview, like, y'all hold up, man, let me make this play right quick.
Yeah,
do you understand his level of
all of it?
I'm a pro?
Yeah. Like I can be in the middle of an interview with the earpiece in, catch a ground ball at shortstop, pick that thing up and throw a guy out at first while saying, hey, y'all hold up a second, I gotta make this play real quick.
I'm him.
Right.
And
that's
pros
dope.
mentalities
That was so dope.
are him.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm in the midst of the lions, but I am a lion in the lion's den.
Yes.
Right? Like I'm not the gazelle
Right.
in the middle of the lion's den.
Right.
Right? That look pretty, but everybody looking like, oh, when it's time, I'm gonna tear him up.
Yeah.
Right? You got to be a lion in the middle of the lion's den.
That's what we're saying.
You know what? I think I want to say that, Chill. I think I want to stop calling folks dogs.
Yeah.
Right? Because I got a dog. Right?
Pocket.
Pocket. And Pocket ain't a dog in the sense that y'all think a dog is.
Right.
Some dogs can be real friendly.
Right.
Ain't no lions friendly.
Yeah.
It ain't a friendly lion in the jungle.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I can call you a dog, and I can really be calling you Pocket.
Right.
And Pocket, listen, I'm tell y'all right now, Pocket's the coolest dog ever invented in
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm here to tell you, he all bark, no bite, bunch of wolf tickets.
Right.
He's
right.
a 6-pound Yorkie, y'all, so chill out. But yeah, so I'm finna start calling them lions, Chill. You got to be a lion. Damn a dog.
Yeah. Well, you know, our original term in our Little Field day was Gator. We travel. You gotta have a Gator.
Hey, you used to say that.
Yeah.
We like, hey, boy, we breaking them Gators.
We bring them Gators with
We
us.
was breaking them Gators
Yeah,
with us.
yeah.
All right, we back to Gators, man. We back to Gators. That's what I'm doing. I ain't mean to cuss, but I'm back to Gators. There it is.
Yeah,
hey, man, no more dogs. You know what I'm saying? We Gators. Like,
Yeah.
go in there and be a Gator, man.
Yeah.
But don't let them, throw the lasso around you and,
Yeah.
spin up out that thing.
I feel you though.
You feel me, though?
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Go be a killer, man.
Yeah.
Because if you're not a killer in the midst of those type of atmospheres, bro, you're gonna fail.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want y'all to fail. That's why we jumped on here with this bonus episode this week. Cause certain things that happen to be, he got some information, I got some information. We was talking about. We was like, man, hold up. We got to tell y'all, it ain't easy.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody gonna come help you.
Right.
You better figure it out.
Right.
And in the midst of figuring it out, you better be chopping off heads. Right? Because if you don't chop off heads, guess what's going to happen? They're going to chop yours. You will get chopped if you don't go in there looking to be a Gator.
Yeah, man. We had to get y'all this information, man, because we're talking about it. We're looking at players going through it. And like you said, we're at that time now where basketball season's about to roll around. And a lot of guys who were in situations last year where they were the guy,
right?
Now you at the bottom of the totem pole.
Who can you adjust? Who can you adjust? Can you be the same? Oh, it's kind of like what we say with our nonprofit organization, Guard Your Man, when we start talking about having dignity, character, and respect, right? When we talk about character, it's about being an everyday guy everywhere. Are you the same guy in the dark that you're going to be in the light, right? Are you the same guy in the dark that you're going to be in the light?
Indeed.
Are you that? Like, you might get on the phone in the dark and spit a bunch of, they won't pass me the ball, I want to do this, but when you get in the light, you don't give that same energy.
Yeah.
You got to give that same energy plus.
That's what we're saying. Like, you're a grown man now.
You're a grown man now.
You are a grown man.
Yep.
In this game.
Yep.
Your coach makes money.
Yes.
He fuels his life with the money that he makes from the guys that he brings in that helps them win games.
Yep, that's how you keep his job.
So you better understand that. So he's not even going to stand in your way.
He's not even going to – he definitely ain't going to co-sign.
So if you're a guy that's letting guys push you out the way, not throw you the ball, listen, he just going to stand there and be like, oh, he can't help me win.
Nope. I'm going to sit him over there. I don't care how talented he is. Listen, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders at Colorado got a 5-star cornerback. He just came out and said why he ain't playing.
Yeah. I know you're not putting in the work.
I know you not putting in the work. And listen, you're allowing other guys
to outwork you.
Come on, man.
Out-prepare you.
Come on, man. You think you just going to pull up because you were the man, you just going to pull up and you're going to get this spot.
But see, Prime is saying this is this level.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying you want to go to the highest level and do this. Do you understand how talented guys are at that level?
And do you know their level of preparation at that level?
It's different.
It's guys that you're going to be way more talented than, but they prepare way more than you, so they're going to have that spot.
They're going to have it. So listen, man, it's chess, not checkers. But we want to get on here and give you guys this game because we got our feet in it.
Right.
So we talk to these players. We're looking at these players. We're talking to these parents. I'm a parent, uncle that's in the game, that's dealing with athletes, that's going through this. And listen, every one of them had the same goals, playing the NBA. All of them.
If that's not your goal, what you doing it for?
All of them.
Not for. What you doing it for? You feel me? Like, why you out there if that's not your goal?
Yeah.
We understand everybody's not going to make it.
We understand that.
But what's our saying? When I fall, I want to fall on what?
On a big pile of money.
A big pile of money.
Indeed.
So, man, we just want to get on here and holler at y'all. We got a lot more to talk about, man. We've been saying this for a while, but I'm going to run this. We've been saying this for a while, bro, that we were going to jump on here more times per week. Now, we got some coaches' corners and some player circles on the way for y'all. We stacking those up so we can put those out. Like, me and Chill, we were putting ourselves at a disadvantage because we love y'all a lot, right? So we were recording and dropping all at the same time. Like, when we record the show, the day we record the show is the day we drop the show, right? So we had to stack some stuff up, man, so we can make sure we providing y'all with ample amount of content on a daily basis, right? We're not going to a weekly basis, y'all. As y'all see, we stepping this thing up, man. We're going to a daily basis. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this bonus episode of the iBall podcast, man. Chill Will, tell them where they can find you on social media, bro.
Hey, man, you can find me on X at Coach B334. You can find me on IG, Chill Will 334, on 2 of my business pages. The first one, iBall Properties, little IBALL Properties, and Brian Williams _SR for all your real estate needs, man. And you can find me on Facebook at Brian Williams Senior.
And y'all already know, man, across all platforms at iBall Radio. That's little IBALL Radio across all platforms at iBall Radio. You can also find me across all platforms at _Real Talk Tees and also at iBall _TDB. And of course, across all platforms also, because we got Twitter, we got Facebook, and we got Instagram. Go check out the business page at Guard Your Man. And don't forget, go check out all our websites at iBallRadio.com and also at guardyourman.org. Y'all see it scrolling across the screen right now as we speak, man. So go to iBallRadio.com and also guardyourman.org to check out everything got going on with our non-profit organization. With that being said, man, Chill, let's get up out of here, man.
Last name Will, first name Chill, move with a purpose.
Move with a purpose, man. And y'all already know. They call me Coach because I teach you how to ball. Until next week, we out.
Peace.
Peace. You've just experienced the iBall Podcast, the flagship program of iBall Radio and iBallRadio.com.